Okay, so today we're heading to a small-ish town that has become an international tourist destination. I mean, you've probably already been there yourself. Ever heard of a thing called Schlitterbahn? Yeah, but what I love doing is taking people to towns that they think they know and showing them there's much more than they ever realized. So hold on to your schnitzel, because this day trip's gonna be das Beste. New Braunfels! Braunfels sits about midway between the capital and the Alamo, making it about a 30-minute to 1-hour drive from either. That is, if you can trust I-35. And why wouldn't you? It's never lied before, right? But just like every highway town, you have to take an exit to truly appreciate it. Aha! New Braunfels, not to be confused with New Braunfels, which is a town that does not exist. It's New Braunfels. And the people here will correct you. Don't put an S in the middle of New Braunfels. Ah yes, the German Texans. Very particular and very proud of their town. After all, they did found it, and the German blood in New Braunfels still flows thicker than the rivers. All of these old houses along this street have names. Well, this one is the Gerlich House, then the Nebergral Miller House, Einband House, the Faust Hotel. It's like just German things everywhere. Just a few blocks in and you can tell how old and German this town truly is. So let's start the day at a bakery that is both of those things. Naegelin's Bakery, the oldest bakery in Texas, dating back to 1868. But despite its age, everything here is fresh, in a straight from the oven, oh my goodness, this smells delicious kind of way. Today, Ross Granzine and his brothers are the stewards of this institution, which continues to turn out some of the finest baked goods in all of Texas. But Naegelin's heart still beats in German, which means it's the strudel that reigns supreme.
It's got a little bit of coconut and cherry inside of it, and puff paste dough wrapped in it with apples and topped with glaze. Wonderful. Awesome. Gotta have it.
Awesome.
This is one of my favorite too. So.
Oh man, even the owner is eating the strudel. And you're right, that is a very moist strudel. So is this the recipe that goes back to the foundation of Naegelin's, like 1868?
Yeah, the apple strudel, yes, for sure. These are the older recipes we've had. We just stick to that, never changed, you know? Yeah. We always make sure we use the best stuff. You know, it might cost more, but that's why we've been here 100-something years too.
Naegelin's is a taste of German heritage, and honestly, the best strudel I have ever had. But then there are the other German traditionals this town loves so much, and they're ones you definitely won't find at your normal corner bakery. All right, Lebkuchen. That's a good cookie.
Yeah.
It's almost like a cookified fruitcake, kind of.
Yeah.
To coin a term, cookified.
Yeah. Right.
Very good. Springerly.
Springerly.
Yeah, definitely not moist.
No.
I don't think I'm German enough to eat this cookie. No, it's not bad, but you know, it is very licorice. Pfeffernusses. Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Good.
that's really good.
Yeah.
Like powdered sugar shortbread, kind of. All right. There you go, right there. Try that. You get powdered sugar all over the lids. And this is just the tip of the German iceberg. If there were icebergs in Germany. I think I could eat a lifetime's worth of carbs if I hung out here too long. But since I only got a sample, I shall grab a strudel to go, and it's back on the road. Now, most Texans have probably heard that New Braunfels is a very German town, with things like Wurstfest or this little water park called Schlitterbahn. But do you know how or why this town became so Deutsch? Well, I think it's time that we both learn about it at the Sophienberg Museum. It's a German tale that goes back to Prince Karl of Solms-Braunfels. His official name was Frederick Wilhelm Karl Ludwig George Alfred Alexander, Prince of Solms, Lord of Braunfels, Grafenstein, Munzenberg, Wildenfels, and Sonnenwald, First Commissioner General of Adelsverein, and Imperial Field Marshal. We'll just call him Prince Karl. Well-educated, handsome, adventurous, and in the 1840s he became enamored with the idea of Texas and sailed here to establish a German society of endless possibilities and riches on the Comal River. And he named the settlement New Braunfels after Well, himself, naturally. On this site, I shall build Sophie's castle and return with my love from across the sea to live here as your leader. But when he returned to Germany, Sophie had a different idea.
You want me to move where? No way.
And so Prince Carl never returned. Poor Prince Carl. You're telling me? But the good news is that his settlement grew even in his absence. Today, this museum is a place to research German roots and learn about the history of the German journey to Texas.
So this is cool, like recreates a ship, right?
Correct, yes.
Wow, so like a whole family would have gotten
Yeah,
a bunk,
my family
basically?
of 6.
Oh,
Not a
gosh.
Disney cruise.
No, not exactly.
This is Kiva Boardman, Program and Exhibit Coordinator.
And these aren't recreations. I mean, these are the actual like furniture.
This is the
and-
actual artifact. The Germans keep everything. We save
Makes
it.
for great museums. Is this a real wooden leg?
It's a real wooden leg.
You're talking about Germans keep everything, even their old wooden legs.
They do indeed.
You know, that may explain why the Germans held so tightly to their culture, even after they sailed across the sea.
And a lot of the things they did, they brought with them over from the German states. Vereine, which is societies or clubs. So they had singing societies, because music was huge, it still is. Schützenvereins, which is shooting clubs.
Schützen?
Schützen.
That means shooting club.
That means shooting.
Okay.
They had Turnvereins, which are sort of athletic clubs.
Many of these vereins still exist today. In many ways, New Braunfels is the German utopia Prince Carl foresaw, even if he never got to live here.
You know, it is cool. You think back to the day when there was just nothing in Texas, like completely open, no towns. And why wouldn't you build your town on one of the most pristine rivers in Texas? I mean, come on. And one of the neat things about New Braunfels is that the river was super important to the town back then, and it is still a critical part of this town today.
This town sits at the confluence of two rivers, the Guadalupe and the Comal. The Guadalupe starts way out west and flows through town, but here at Landa Park, the Comal River simply pops out of the ground, flowing out of the Edwards Aquifer with water that's purer than drinking water and more refreshing than a bucket of ice-cold lemonade. It's pretty cool to see the origin of a river, but if you want to really enjoy the Comal, well then you'll want to partake in the timeless Texas tradition of tubing, which is basically a great big party on water. We've rented from Rockin' R and are here at Prince Psalms Park, which is definitely the most popular starting point.
So this is a family show, sir.
So this is about the easiest sport that was ever invented. All you have to do is sit in a round circular donut thing and float. Not the most graceful takeoff. Daniel was the only crew member that wanted to tube with me. That's a beginner entry right there. But there are plenty of other folks out here for the party. And just as we're starting to chill out, we must face our first challenge, the city tube chute. And once you're sucked into its gravitational pull, there is no escape. Oh yeah, we gotta do that again. This time, tubeless. All right. It's actually a pretty wild ride for being a public park. It's known to flip anyone and everyone without notice, dumping you and your valuable possessions into the river. Which means if you got a snorkel and some goggles, well, you can just sit below and let the treasure come to you. Sweet, a cell phone. Gold bullion. Nice, a Discman. Sweet, a Hootie the Blowfish CD. A crown. A Little League trophy? People bring the craziest stuff on the river. But once you're past the rapids, it's just a slow-moving float. Man, you know, I think we take it for granted all the awesome tubing we have. I don't know anywhere else in the world where you have so many beautiful rivers where you can just sit and just float down for hours and have such a good time. You gotta get your foot. Oh, whoa. Now, the Comal is the shortest river in Texas, at 2.5 miles total before it joins the Guadalupe. And since it is so short, well, that means the float is too. Is this definitely the friendliest river in Texas? The shortest and the friendliest. You know, that's probably the laziest river thing we've ever done. Let's go do something a little more action-packed. What do you say?
Sweetness. Let's do it.
All right. What I've got in mind isn't connected to a river, but it definitely requires water. The Texas Ski Ranch. This place is a carnival of fun, but I'm here for one thing: learning to wakeboard without a boat. This is co-founder Blake Hess, who's gonna give us a little lesson today. Now this place is officially a cable park, where instead of a boat pulling a ski rope, it's all done by a cable system, pulling boarders around and around a man-made lake. Dude, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. These guys look like they may have done this before, and I have not. So this could be really interesting.
All right, so now I want you to swing around, put the board out towards the water side. So you see up there, the rope's kind of halfway in, that orange one.
Uh-huh.
When that goes all the way out to the end, the carriers would take it.
Okay.
Got any questions?
Nah.
All right.
Seems like one of those things, you just let it rip.
Let it rip, yeah. Just on the back foot, here we go. Just like that. Oh, I didn't tell him about the corners.
Wait, what was that about corners?
Oh.
Ah, yes, the corners. The crux of the whole experience. You see, boats make gradual turns. Cables make right angles, which would have been nice to know. I tell you, it's totally different than wakeboarding behind a boat. That cable whips around those angles so fast that if you're not holding on just right, you're not gonna be holding on long. Attempt number 2. Starting feels pretty good. And cornering? Okay. Now the buoys are here to help you turn wide enough, and I totally missed them. Trying again. Man, no face plant on that one. So that's a success. Well, like most things on the Day Tripper, I'm not a professional, and I don't even play one on TV. But gosh darn it, I am one heck of a beginner, over and over again. That turn felt the best of all of them, the first one.
Yeah, fun, right?
Yeah, it's a blast.
Absolutely.
And this is how we have fun on the Day Tripper. One circle, that's my goal. One circle. I'm going for one loop, folks. Just one loop. Corner 3 down.
Coming around.
Last set of buoys. Last set of buoys. And I made it!
Oh no! Oh no! Woo!
That was a loop! But I still made it. I better stop while I'm ahead. I think it's gonna take a few day trips to master this. But now it's time to dry off and head a bit south to a place with one nasty reputation. We got any Ray Wiley Hubbard fans in the audience there? Because this next place, well, it may just sound nasty, and it pretty much is, but we're gonna go there anyway. Snake Farm. When it comes to roadside attractions, Snake Farm is the king cobra of them all. Started back in 1967, Snake Farm has come a long way since its old creepy days of snake pits and shrunken heads. And if a gal named Ramona ever worked here, well, she's long gone by now. But the man here to educate us today is Jared Forthman.
How you doing?
I'm great. I'm getting a little nervous standing right here, though.
Hey, no need to be nervous. I'll tell you what, this is my favorite area of the whole zoo, actually. So this is the exotic venomous snakes. And,
Oh, man.
yeah, let me introduce you to a few
Some of my friends.
Yeah,
We call
some of
them
my
friends
favorite
around
critters.
here. And Jared's friends are folks like vipers, adders, and cobras. I've never considered a deadly animal a friend, but hey, Snake Farm.
Yeah, this is the king cobra from Asia, but this guy grows to be the largest venomous snake on the planet. If you can picture a cobra that hoods up 1/3 of its body length, if this guy's 12 feet, he's gonna be almost looking at you in the eye, you know, if you were to come across this guy in the
Now
wild.
that's straight terrifying. Right
to
there.
some.
No, pretty much to everyone, except folks like Jared, who's on a mission to educate.
The more we can, you know, get you up close and personal with animals like this, the more we can educate and you can realize, hey, snakes aren't so bad after all.
Gotcha. Just as long as you're not within striking distance, right?
That's right.
There's some in here that I've only seen on like Discovery Channel, like the Fer de Lance, definitely heard of that guy. So how quickly, if untreated, would one of these take you down?
You get proper treatment and antivenom quickly, most likely you'd recover from just about any snake bite out there.
Gotcha.
If you are going to die from it, it's not going to be
just not
50
true.
steps later.
Stop, dude. No. So I'll ask the question, have you ever been bit?
Yes, I have. You know,
Okay.
I like to say, just like a carpenter and his hammer, you know,
Yeah.
no matter how good he is, eventually he's going to get his thumb.
It's gonna happen.
All right, well, that being said, I did get my thumb.
Your thumb.
That's
Okay.
right. You know, snakes have a bad rap.
Yeah.
No snakes are out to get you. If you
Yeah.
respect them, handle them appropriately, if the snake knows they're not in danger, they're not out to get you.
Yeah, that may be true, but I'm never gonna trust a snake called the death adder. And they've got all the lethal killers in here, including the deadliest snake on Earth.
Right down here, these are the inland taipans, found in Australia. Man, Australia is just a place you wouldn't want to be walking barefoot, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I don't want to walk barefoot in this building, but if you come here with a case of ophidiophobia, that's fear of snakes, well, they're here to help you get through it.
How long is this guy?
This is Hercules. He's about 12 feet long. He's nearly 100 pounds of muscle here.
Are you kidding me?
He's gonna hang on to you just like you're a tree there.
Oh, this is nuts.
There's no denying that snakes are beautiful. Dangerous, sure, but fascinatingly beautiful. Outside the snake farm goes way beyond snakes and turns into a full-blown zoo that's really good, actually. But there's definitely still some roadside shock and awe to this place.
So once a week we actually do a show for the public where we feed these alligators and crocodiles, but I was thinking maybe you could give me a hand doing that.
Oh, what do you mean, like a hand? Like donate my
Well,
hand to
the
cause?
goal is to leave there with all of our hands, toes, and feet and stuff.
Oh man, if you'll tell me just where to go and where to jump, I'm good. I have no idea what I'm about to do.
I'm gonna get in fast before they
Whoa,
move
whoa,
over
whoa.
here. Now, you kind of can come up, get on the fence, and get ready, but I don't want you in yet for obvious reasons.
Oh good, you don't want me in yet. What?
Now, you'll see these alligators,
you
even though they've got some of the strongest jaws in the world, I've got my eye on that crocodile still. He can move much faster.
Nuts.
Not that these alligators are something to, you know, just shake off or anything.
I'm actually amazed that you can still talk as you're cornered by alligators with their food source. Oh! Oh!
You go ahead and come in. Stay behind me for now, though.
Great! Right next to the croc Jared was nervous about.
What? Woo. Without letting this guy get too close to you, why don't you go ahead and offer him some food?
Did I just throw it at him?
Yeah, there you go.
Ah! Oh, go get it!
You can see these guys are a little spoiled. They want you a little bit closer.
I'm staying very close to this fence. You want me behind you?
All right, here you go. Go ahead and offer him a little more food.
This guy?
Yep. He's like, I want it straight out of your hand, is what he's saying.
That croc is creeping.
This crocodile! Ah!
All right.
This is a pretty good vantage point right here, I think.
Believe it or not, you stay behind me, you're pretty safe, all right?
All right.
We'll use this bucket as a shield and throw it right in front of that crocodile there. Now look at those giant teeth. And they actually bite with anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 pounds of pressure per square inch.
I'm ready to rock it over this.
All right, before he gets too close, why don't you offer him another one? Woo!
This guy. Oh, go ahead, come up here. What? How big is this guy?
This guy is a little over 12 feet. This is
12
this
feet.
is Sam. Sam's actually the alpha male of the pond.
Not much makes me nervous anymore on this show, but I am as terrified as I've ever been.
This is definitely today's living and breathing dinosaur, huh?
Gosh.
Easy, fella. I ain't chicken. Well, maybe I am chicken for being up on this fence, but not the edible kind.
Chet's just ready to drop on this side of the fence.
Dude, in a millisecond, I could be down back where y'all are. I'm ready.
The weekly feeding is cool no matter what side of the fence you're on. I'd stay outside if I were you. It's easy to see how this place has become so iconic. But it just occurred to me that we haven't eaten since breakfast. Pop quiz. What's the most Texan ingredient of all time that was invented by a small German town? Answer, chili powder. Invented in 1894 in this building. which is now open as the Phoenix Saloon and remains one of the best and most historic chili parlors in Texas.
It was the heart and soul of New Braunfels from 1870s through to Prohibition in 1918. There was an alligator pit. They had badger fights in the alligator pit. It was the first bar in Texas to serve women. They had a little beer garden outside with bells in the trees that women could ring. And
the ladies just rang the bell out front, outside. That's hilarious.
Hard to imagine a more Texan sort of place, and funny that it would be run by the most unlikely of Englishmen, Ross Fortune.
I moved to Texas from England in 2004, and so just the history of this place just spoke to me. The renovation was mainly just stripping back and back and back to what was here originally.
Get down to the bones.
And you know, we found the old 1871 brick wall, 1920s oak floor, the original tin ceiling, and it was an adventure.
During the process, Ross and his wife even discovered the old Prohibition basement and tunnels. And while Ross wasn't born a Texan, well, this man knows quite a bit about Texan chili, just like William Gebhardt before him, inventor of chili powder.
Typically up until that point, chilies had only been used kind of fresh. He devised a process for crushing and drying the chilies and mixing it in with herbs and spices.
Yeah.
And in essence, it became the world's first chili powder. We wanted to kind of honor the history and do the best chili that we could. So there's obviously no beans. Instead of ground beef, we use big lean hunks of sirloin. Oh. It's rich and it's hearty and it's tasty. And sometimes people complain a little that it can be too hot. It's Texas and it's chili, so it's going to be hot.
Yeah. If it's not hot, you're not doing it right.
Exactly, yeah.
The heat goes all the way to bowls that require a waiver. And while I'm not going that far, my double shot still comes topped with sauteed habaneros and serranos, and a few jalapenos for good measure.
Man, would I be weak if I just ate the cornbread and butter, just avoided the chili?
Yes, you would.
Yes,
come on. Yes, he would. He would be weak.
I like it how y'all don't actually have to eat the food. I'm the one who has to suffer through the pain.
Why do you think I
eating it?
encourage you to eat hot food?
All right, dude. Okay, I'm about chili. Look at that. That's a huge, giant chunk of steak meat. Oh, dude. That is excellent chili. You would hope that the place that invented chili powder would carry on the tradition of Texas chili, and man, these guys have knocked it out of the park. Really, who puts habaneros on top of chili? What sick human does this to customers? It's so hot, but I don't want to stop eating it. It is so good. So I ordered the white shirt chili burger, but it actually has chili seasonings stirred up, ground into the patty. Oh yeah. Everything I love about chili and a hamburger combined.
What a day! You can spend your time exploring the history, the water, the local animals, or the local food. But with so much to do, well, this old town of New Braunfels will always feel new indeed. And that is simply das Beste.
All right, so I told y'all I was gonna finish this bowl of chili, and that is what I intend to do. So I'll see all y'all out on the road. Vaya con Dios, amigos. I ain't scared of you. No way. I gotta be honest, I went to the old Braunfels once, and you know what I thought? Not as fun. It's all about the new Braunfels here. Old Braunfels. Don't even go there. It's not even worth a single day trip. Sorry to my viewers in old Braunfels. It's a nice sword you have. German steel, I suspect. I knew it. You're not much of a talker, are you, Prince Carl? That's cool. Put an air of regalness on it, you know, like nobility. We shouldn't be talking with the peasants. I understand.
Dude, you see that? That was actually pretty good. Ah, he's actually getting really good at this. Whoa! Hey, Chet, you did great. Yeah! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Chet, you are out there doing great, but you're not Chet. Wait. No, get out.
Shut it down!
To purchase this episode on DVD or by digital download, trip on over to thedaytripper.com. You'll also find travel guides and more so you can plan your own day trip adventure. I'll see you on the road.